What is going on, everybody? Good Monday afternoon, rainy afternoon here in New York. It is your boy, the Bad Diggity Dizzle, a.k.a. the Laker Dog, back with another video. Now, everybody knows that the Los Angeles Lakers restart their season July 30th against the Los Angeles Clippers. Should be a great game, and you know Laker Dog will be live to stream that one for everybody out there, so I hope you guys will all tune in for that. Now, it's also well known that Avery Bradley has decided he is going to sit out the remainder of the 2019-2020 season, and the Los Angeles Lakers are going to bring in J.R. Smith. This is going to be announced official tomorrow, but it looks like he will be there for the remainder of the season. Now, there have been plenty of rumors this entire season that the Los Angeles Lakers are going to go out and get another player to, for a lot more depth on their team, perhaps another scorer. J.R. Smith and LeBron James made a finals together a few years ago back in Cleveland, and they will reunite here with Los Angeles. So they're going to make it official. They're going to sign J.R. Smith, and obviously, as a Knicks fan, man, I saw J.R. Smith for years here with New York. J.R. Smith is a very streaky shooter, to say the least. J.R. Smith could go off and have a game where he is 10 out of 12 and 6 for 6 for downtown. Or we could have a game where he's 3 for 16 and 0 for 7 from downtown. I always kind of compared him to John Starks, except for J.R. Smith, doesn't play any defense, and that's just kind of the way it was. John Starks was a very streaky shooter. There's no doubt about that. And any Knicks fan that grew up in the 90s era knows that, but it certainly wasn't for lack of effort, and John Starks played defense as hard as anybody in the NBA. So John Starks always had that, but J.R. Smith's shooting does remind me a lot of Starks, where he could carry your team, but he could also bury your team, as we saw with John Starks, who's my favorite player of all time, for the simple fact that the guy really didn't have a ton of talent, but his just work ethic and effort got him to be an all-star level player in the middle 90s. And I always loved John Starks and his tenacity, that heart, that pit bull mentality that John Starks had. But J.R. Smith, not exactly the same type of player, but is a lot of the same type of shooter. It concerns me a little bit as a guy that streams all Laker games, and if I was a Lakers fan, I would be a little bit concerned that the Lakers, from what I've seen all season, have been a very streaky shooting team off the bench. Of course, you got your staples, you got your rocks and LeBron James and Anthony Davis, two guys that are competing for the MVP this season, which is the reason I don't think that they'll win. I think they'll take votes away from one another. But Anthony Davis has had a huge season for the Lakers, as has LeBron James, leading the league in assists. But we've seen Kyle Kuzma has been a very streaky guy. Sometimes Kuzma can score you 24 points, and again, sometimes Kuzma's 2 for 12 out there, and he forces a lot of shots. He reminds me a lot of Carmelo Anthony with the way he shoots sometimes. Sometimes Kyle Kuzma just feels like he needs to take the shot, whether he's open or not, or whether it's a tough shot or not. I always feel like Kyle Kuzma is a really good player, but he's got to get himself under control. But we've seen that a lot with the Lakers bench. Dwight Howard was a big factor before the All-Star break. He was having a huge resurgence this year, and then since the All-Star break, Dwight Howard kind of disappeared a little bit. So the Lakers definitely could use a third scorer without a doubt. I still think that they're better than the Los Angeles Clippers. But one thing that they're definitely going to lose without Avery Bradley is that defensive presence. Avery Bradley may not be known as a scorer, but again, that is a tenacious, tough defender. He's in your face. He presses really good. And Avery Bradley's a very tough defender. This is something that J.R. Smith historically just has not brought to any team, as being a tenacious defender. So, I don't think this is a surprise to anybody, especially now that Avery Bradley has decided he's going to sit out this season, because there have been rumors about J.R. Smith coming here. We'll see exactly what it means. He is going to have about, I think it's 8 games before the playoffs start to get acclimated to his teammates, to find his role in this offense with the Los Angeles Lakers, to find his role, exactly what he's supposed to do, whether he comes off the bench, whether he starts, or exactly how it goes. Another guy that really has to step for the Lakers is Danny Green. Danny Green has kind of been really good some days and really bad other days. They brought him in here as a third scorer, and he really hasn't fulfilled, that part of the Los Angeles Lakers this year so far. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what J.R. Smith brings to this team. But again, there was rumors of him coming here with Avery Bradley sitting out. I think this was a foregone conclusion. J.R. Smith will sign with the Lakers tomorrow, and Laker Dog will be back in about a month. Unless there's something else breaking for the Lakers, you'll see Laker Dog on July 30th. Until then, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Monday. It is the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I am gone. Peace!